much, Minister. Deputy Anthony Lawler, the need to upgrade the water network in North Kildare in order to accommodate the upgrading of facilities at Intel. Deputy, you have 5 minutes.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank the Office of the Count Corla for allowing me to raise this issue regarding the necessary infrastructure for the continued expansion of Intel in Leixlip. Intel is one of Ireland's biggest employers, with over 4,000 people working in either chip manufacturing or research and development. Indirectly, Intel supports up to 8 times this number in the business and service sector in the Kildare, Meath and Dublin areas. One of the main reasons why the company located at this site more than 2 decades ago was the necessary infrastructure was available along with a qualified labour market. Currently, Intel are retrofitting an existing building, as this will be cheaper than starting from scratch. This $500 million investment will create 850 construction jobs in the 2-year fit-out of this building. This move will create more than 1,000 new jobs in this facility. But key to all this investment is the continued attractiveness of Ireland as a place to invest, especially with our 12.5% corporation tax. I was delighted to tour the facility recently with the Managing Director, Eamon Sinnott, and the Taoiseach, who stressed that the existing rate of corporation tax would be maintained. Consequently, I was delighted to hear Minister Noonan reiterating this in Paris today. There's also a well-qualified labour market, and regarding this, Intel have developed links with local schools and NUI Maynooth. And thirdly, the necessary infrastructure to go along with this expansion, which includes the huge water requirements of this plant. For the previous 2 winters, during the extreme weather conditions, many homes in the area of Selbridge, Leixlip and Maynooth suffered severe water shortages, while the Council was able to maintain supplies to keep the Intel plant at Leixlip operating. With this new expansion, there needs to be an increase in water quantities made available to this area of North Kildare. We all know that in the eastern region, water is on a knife edge, but it would be a shame that employment would have to suffer as a result of water shortage. I have already experienced this previously when lack of a sufficient water supply in the county resulted in a potential major employer locating elsewhere. I would urge the Minister to allow the funding be made available as soon as possible to improve this water supply, not alone for the potential jobs being generated, but also for the householders and small businesses in this area. It is of no use to sanction funds for upgrading the water supply after the factory has been retrofitted, resulting in Intel being unable to commence operations in this facility. It is urgent that this water upgrade occurs in tandem with this retrofit expansion. Consequently, can you ensure the House that the necessary funds are made available now and that Kildare County Council speedily upgrades the water supply to this area?
Thank you very much, Deputy Minister.
I want to thank Deputy Lawler on behalf of my colleague Phil Hogan, Minister for the Environment, Community and Local Government, for the opportunity to set out the current position in relation to the provision of water infrastructure in North Kildare, with a particular emphasis on infrastructure which supports and encourages economic development in the area. Significant water services infrastructure development is taking place countrywide at present, and the Department of the Environment, Community and Local Government's Water Services Investment Programme 2010 to 2012 is providing the funding to support this development. In addition to its public health, environmental compliance and water conservation focus, this programme has among its stated objectives the need to support economic and employment growth throughout the country. Exchequer funding of €435 million has been provided for the Water Services Capital Programme in 2011, with €350 million of this provision dedicated to the Water Services Investment Programme and the balance of €85 million allocated to the Rural Water Programme. The Water Services Investment Programme consists of 130 contracts and water conservation projects, which were in progress at the end of 2009 to the value of €1 billion, 340 new contracts with an estimated value of €1.8 billion, including around 80 water conservation contracts with an estimated value of €321 million that have been prioritised to start construction over the period 2010 to 2012. And additionally, 190 schemes and water conservation projects to be progressed through their earlier planning stages during 2010 to 2012. In County Kildare alone, there are 3 contracts listed as at construction and a further 14 listed to start during the lifetime of the programme. The estimated cost of these contracts is just over €172 million. As part of that programme, the Barrow Abstraction Water Supply Scheme is one of the most significant projects being undertaken in the county. While the contract for this scheme has only recently been signed, it will, when completed, provide County Kildare with a new water treatment plant at Stroland, thereby reducing Kildare's future demand on the Liffey system that serves the Greater Dublin area. As part of the overall Kildare County Water Strategy, the Stroland water supply will enable Kildare County Council to become more self-reliant in respect of the supply of water in its own county. A further element of that strategy, the Castlewarden-Ballygordan water pipeline and reservoir contract, recently approved to go to tender by Minister Hogan, will utilise water from Stroland and deliver it to Ballygordan in North Kildare. This contract, consisting of a new 20,000 cubic metre service reservoir at Ballygordan and over 17.5 kilometres of water main, will bring water to Barberstown Cross and the western area of Selbridge. The new reservoir will also supply water to the Maynooth, Selbridge, Leixlip and Straffan areas. Any requirements to meet the upgrading of facilities at Intel can be accommodated through a pipeline link from this supply to Intel, and this can be completed within a very, very short time period. Minister Hogan is keenly aware of the existing economic and employment benefits of an enterprise such as Intel. The Deputy can be assured that his department continues to work closely with Kildare County Council to advance the water supply and other water services infrastructure requirements of the area.
Thank you, Minister.